Everybody, I'd like to go through today and share with you, pun intended, the whole process of making a Sharefactory video on my PlayStation 4. If you didn't know about it already, if you enjoy recording gameplay, if you've got a PlayStation 4, you can record it straight to the hard drive of the PlayStation 4 and then edit it with the free app Sharefactory and upload it to YouTube. It's fantastic, it's really powerful, and have a go. It's incredibly easy, and I want to go through the whole process today of what it's like to do that. So this video might be quite long, I don't know. So anyway, I've already recorded some gameplay, some Battlefield 1 gameplay. And I want to create a video about how it's important to go through the process of unlocking weapons in Battlefield 1. So the video is already on my hard drive on my PlayStation 4. I've fired up Sharefactory. You can download it from the PS shop if you haven't already got it. And here we go. So we're just going to go over to New Project, like so. And you can download different themes and use different themes. I'm a big believer of just kind of getting on with it in videos and not having introductions and things like that. But I like to choose the PlayStation theme. And then what I do is I get rid of the intro, the title, the Sharefactory clip. So I just have the outro because I quite like that at the end. Then if we go down here, the video that I want to use is this Battlefield 1 video, which is 46 minutes long. So I press X to select that one, and then we press square, and it's going to generate it. Now you can rename the project if you want to. I'm just going to continue, and it's going to create the timeline. So what you can see is I'm using my thumb on the touchpad on my PlayStation 4 controller to move along, or if you use the top bumpers, you can flick to the ends like that, or if you've done a cut already, it would have done it. So in essence, this video in the background, I want me using this sniper rifle you kind of see here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to find where I first start using that sniper rifle. So I'm just using my thumb on the touchpad to just zoom along. You can do it quite fast, because when you press the share button and you ask it to record your gameplay, as long as you've got it set in the settings, it will record the last hour, and so you can have quite a lot to go through. Let's have a look. Oh, in fact, there is an awful lot to go through here. Yeah, in fact, I don't want that bit. I don't want that bit. There we go. This is the game, so I'm going to work backwards this time, and then we're just rolling through. I can see the clock in the top as well for the gameplay clock. 17 minutes, so I'm working backwards, and then at the bottom in orange, that's where I am in the video. So I'm going to go through. As you can guess, kind of what will happen is I'm going to record, I'm going to cut the video so it's just got the sniper rifle in it. So I think I start off with a shotgun, or maybe at the beginning of this video, maybe. And then we're going to record some audio to go over the top of it, some narration. Right, here we go. I'm still using the SMLE carbine. Alright, I'm in a tank there. Do I really want this tank gameplay? Let's see if I'm in the... what happens before. Right. Yeah, okay, so I'm using this. I think I had a bit of a good run here. So let's go back. We're near the beginning of the game now. Okay. So this is right at the beginning of the game now, into the first 40 seconds of the first charge. So I don't really want this. So I'm going forward now, probably until I first start using the gun. Let's have a go. See where I get my first kill. There goes a flare gun in. And then I'm waiting. Oh, here comes a tank. Yeah, I think the tank kills me. Here we go. Bosh. Right, tank blew me up, so let's go to the next section. Keep going. Running. Getting behind cover. Looking for a target. Okay, there we go. So there's the first kill. So I'm just going to stroke the pad to the left just to come back to, as I'm approaching this cover here. So it kind of shows you how you use the rifle. Right, there we go. So I'm running up to the cover there. So what I want to do now is I now want to cut the video. So I now press the square button on my controller, and I bring up split clip, and then I press X on my controller, and now I'm in the split clip mode, I haven't split the clip yet, I'm about to. And if I press X, because if you look in the bottom left of the hand of the screen, you'll see the kind of the cut in the film strip. So I press X and it'll say, are you sure? And I say confirm, and now we have a split in the clip. How cool is that? Now this is very, very dangerous, this next bit, and always be very, very careful, because the next thing I want to do is I want to get rid of all this bit here, and I do that by pressing the square button, you see, with the trash can in the bottom left hand corner. Now the problem with one of the big problems with Sharefactory is there's no undo button at the moment. So once you've done something, that's it. You can't undo and something appear. So be very careful when you're doing something. So I'm going to press square and it says delete clip, are you sure? So I'm going to say confirm. Now it's got rid of that. Now if you notice in the bottom left hand corner, we are still in the split clip and delete clip mode. So it's very, very dangerous, this bit, because if I thought, oh no, actually I want to do something else and press the wrong button, I could then delete a clip by mistake. Now it's not a problem when you're working slowly, but when you start to get used to the program, start working faster, you can delete things by mistake. So what you need to do is you need to press the circle button to go back. You see at the bottom there's a circle. That gets us into the main kind of options, and then we can do the other stuff. So now the next thing I want to do is, so if I now press the right trigger, you'll see, here we go, I'm going along, I'm setting up, and I'm looking for some enemies. Now I want to add a commentary over the top of this. So what I need to do now is reduce the volume of the gameplay clip. So what I do to do that is I press the square button with the spanner on it, and I just go to clip volume like that, and then I'm going to reduce the clip volume to about 20%. There we go, and then I can come out of that, and so that will all be a lot quieter now. You want to do that before you start applying lots of edits, especially if you want the volume to be the same across all the edits. Otherwise you end up having to go and adjust them individually. And what I'm going to do in a minute is we're going to record the commentary, and then at the end of the commentary I'll then make another cut, and then the gameplay after I finish the commentary I will then increase the volume of. But what I want to do now is I just want to go to the end and just tidy up the end a little bit as well. Let's have a look. What do we want? Yeah, I do quite well. I go 32 and 11 with the sniper rifles, and that's very good for me. So I'm just gonna cut this here. Trim clip. Yes. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Split clip. Confirm. Now be very, very careful. I'm slowly moving over to there. Hit the square button. Delete that bit. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a transition. So pressing circle to go back. So transitions are fades or wipes between clips, and I find the best ones to do. So sorry, let me go back. So if I press cross, I go to add transition, and then you have all these funky ones. Ignore those. Go to dissolves and just choose crossfade. It's a nice simple one. Now sometimes you get a warning where it will say the clip's going to get shorter if you use this, because it's merging the two clips slightly, and that gives you a nice crossfade like that, which is cool. Remember, you don't have to use wipes and crossfades and stuff. You can just do hard cuts. That's how most films do it. It's normally a hard cut from one thing to another. However, what a crossfade or a wipe gives you is a softer transition, because although we don't really think about editing and cuts in films, a lot of thought goes into it, and if you're cutting at the wrong point, it can spoil the rhythm of a video. And whereas if you've got a nice fade, it's less jarring. And I mean, I would say give it a go with both and see what you want. I tend to find with my editing process, because I'm not that good at picking where cuts should go, fades work well for me. Oops, sorry, there are probably a few clunks as I'm hitting the desk. So now I'm going to go back to the beginning of the video where I'm shooting, and I'll tell you what we'll do as well is, let's just do we're going to do a little pan and zoom right at this beginning bit as well, just to give you an idea. So what you can do as well, so if we just go through here, and then I start aiming, and then I'm aiming again, If you want to move very, very slowly, you can use the left and right on the D-pad, and that will move it sort of 1 frame at a time. Right, so let's wait until I get my first kill. Right, okay, so let's go back a little bit. So just before, so I'm just using the D-pad now. Bang, right, kill. So what you can do now is, if you want to, if I take this back, if I put another cut in here, so if I press the square button, split clip, and then press X to split it, and then if I go after we make the kill, bang, kill made, like that, and I reload. So if I put another clip cut in there, what we can then do is we can go to this clip here that's in the middle now, press circle to go back so we don't accidentally delete it, because that's the time when you delete them. And now if you press square to go into the this menu, we can go pan and zoom. We click on this, and now using our left stick we can zoom in like this, and then we can move it around with our right stick. So zoom right in, and then if we press X to confirm that, and if we go back, we'll see we'll get a dunk. Now, although that looks cool, it's a little bit fast, isn't it? So what we can now do as well is, if we press the square button to go to the edit tool, we can now go to time bender, and we can make this little clip a little bit longer. So let's make it a quarter speed. So let's move to a quarter, press X. Now let's see what happens. So we press circle, and then it's going to zoom in, and then bang, kill, and then bang, zoom out again. Now you could, if you wanted to, of course, add transitions. The problem is transitions can be fairly long, and sometimes they might cover up some of the things. So let's just look at that again. Dunk, dead, dunk. Okay, so a little bit of fun there, but just showing you, you know, some of the power of Sharefactory that you could do. Now, I'm kind of ready to add my commentary now. So this might go on a little bit, this bit, but actually I might edit it actually when I do the final thing, so you won't hear me talking. So what I do now is I now press X to go to the add kind of section, and I go to add track 2, and then there's me. Everybody see everything in the background. But I want to add audio, not the video from my PlayStation camera. And when I press record audio, I'm going to get a 5-second countdown. So I've got my script ready in front of me that I've got to use on unlocking weapons. So here we go. So I press record audio. It's going to give me the countdown, and then I'm going to start talking. So here we go. How the process of unlocking weapons makes Battlefield 1 a more enjoyable game. Bloody 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 blah, bloody 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 blah. And I keep talking for sort of 10 minutes and carry on going and do sort of stuff like that. So that's kind of what I would do. Let's come out of that screen. And what you'll see now is, if you look down in the bottom left hand corner, you'll see we've got the main track, and then we've got the yellow track underneath, which is the audio track. So what we would do at this point is we can press square, and you'll see down here it say edit track 2, and there's our music track. So at this point with the music track, we can also now record another music track or audio track if we wanted to, or if we press square, we can now split the clip, so we can cut the ends off, and we can move it as well. So we could say, well, actually we want to move it, say, to the right, and use the right stick, and we can move it along. Say we wanted to have it there after that slow clip, press X, and then we press circle to go back, and now we're back in the main timeline, but our audio is now there instead. And then what I would do is I would do that to go past the end of the audio clip. Let me just turn the volume on my TV so I can hear it. So that would then, it would go about there. And then what I would then do is I would then press square. I would then split the clip there, and then press circle to go back, and then I would press square to get the volume up, And this is where we now put the volume back up to 100. Well, let's take it up to 110 so it's a bit louder. And so there we've got me talking, me talking, me talking, me talking, me not talking, and then it goes back up to full volume. So what we then do here is we want to add a transition. So X to add a transition, put the dissolve in, and what that will do is that will make the change in volume soft. And in fact, because we move the audio, what we want to do, the audio starts there. What we probably want to do is we want to make the audio here back up to 110%. Confirm. And we want to make the audio here back up to 110%. There we go. So the way the video is going to be is it's going to be me running along, aiming, taking a shot, talking. Obviously normally I would be talking for an awful lot longer than that. You know, if you've seen my videos you'll know. And it fades back into the gameplay where people can watch me trying to use a sniper rifle that I'm not very good at. And then what we would probably do is at some point I would go through it and start cutting all this together. So let me just show you that as well. So what I would do, the way I would do a gameplay clip is I would do something like this. Right. I would then pause by pressing the trigger where I've finished killing somebody. Bring up the spanner menu, split the clip like that. Move on. There we go. And what I'm looking for is my next kill. Right, so I kill somebody then, so I go back a little bit, put another split in there, and then I delete this clip. And so the gap between me killing somebody, me killing somebody there, and then me killing somebody there is very fast, so it's interesting. But what we do need to do is we need to go back and we need to add a transition to dissolve. And so watch this. So now we've got one kill, fade, next kill, and then you can go through the whole of the video doing that sort of thing. It's quite time consuming, but it makes the video more interesting for your subscribers, because it's not just you running around the field and dying all the time. You can just show them the good bits, just like in a film. So anyway, then the final bit is to hit share with the triangle. It'll then render the video, and then you can upload it to YouTube. I tend to always go with a private setting when I upload them, so that I can adjust all the titles and keywording and everything actually on YouTube, on the website, rather than trying to do it within Sharefactory, because entering text is a bit slow. So anyway, I hope that's been useful. I hope maybe you've seen how easy it is to create gameplay videos, edited gameplay videos with commentary using Sharefactory. All you need is your PS4, Sharefactory, and your headset to record the audio, and that's it really. So if you've got any questions or comments or other aspects of Sharefactory or gameplay creation, video editing that you'd like to see, or audio editing, please put them in the comments down below, or you can email me scalespeed@gmail.com. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much again, and I will see you again soon.